Hey guys, Mr. Awesome RC Gate here, and welcome to Squared Circle Rants, Squared Predictions. And I'm here to give you my predictions for tomorrow's All Elite Wrestling pay-per-view Full Gear. Let's get it. Now, first up, we have the NWA Women's World Championship match. Serena Deeb, the champion, versus Allison Kay. Now, this is in the buy-in or pre-show, even though it is for the NWA's Women's Championship, and NWA and AEW have a good working relationship, but I feel it fits better here than on the main show. I'm not really familiar with either of these competitors, to be honest, other than knowing Deeb had just won the title, so I can only predict that she'll be picking up the win. Up, we have Orange Cassidy versus John Silver of the Dark Order. Now, this is the first match of the main show, or should be, and what was originally going to be on the buy-in, but still fits either way because this match didn't really have a proper or huge build up to it. So it could go either way. Both wrestlers are in great shape and good in the ring in their own right. Silver has been getting more exposure lately, and of course, Cassidy has been going through a huge push, and that's why I have to give the win to him. Then we move on to Matt Hardy versus Sammy Guevara, Elite Deletion match. I'm not too excited for this match for two reasons. One, I thought things between Hardy and Guevara were done, and seemed we reached the end with Hardy victorious in the end. And two, I'm not a huge fan of the cinematic type matches. I feel this type of match really reached its peak in TNA. Here and there they can be funny and entertaining, which I hope this match is at least one of those. But I'm going for Hardy in this one just so we can move on. And get to Chris Jericho versus MJF. If MJF wins, he can join the Inner Circle. Now, this match has definitely had a long and proper build to it. It's been mostly entertaining, still unsure about that song and dance, but this is the living legend Chris Jericho versus one of, if not the best heel in professional wrestling now, MJF. No matter who wins, I see shenanigans continuing between these two, but I also see MJF picking up the victory, probably not clean. Then have the AEW Women's Championship. Hikaru Shida, sorry if I ruined that, the champion, versus Nyla Rose. I haven't seen a lot of Rose recently. Of course, that could be my fault, since I recently just started watching Dark on YouTube, but these two have had a good title match before, just hoping they put on an even better one this go around. My prediction is Shida will retain. Is the much anticipated, AEW World Title Eliminator Tournament Finals, Kenny Omega versus Hangman Adam Page. Former partners, former Elite Brothers, former Tag Team Champions. It all comes down to this. Winner gets a shot at the AEW World Championship. This is going to not only be a great match, but I feel it's going to steal the show as well. This is a tough one to call because both have good momentum behind them, but I feel Page is going to get the 1, 2, 3. And the title matches keep on coming. AEW TNT Championship. Cody Rhodes, the champion, defends against Darby Allin. Feels so good to say his full name. Cody Rhodes. Ooh, that's the stuff. More on that in the upcoming podcast. Anyway, even though the TNT title is still new, Cody, along with the matches he's had, putting it on the line, especially with Brody Lee, is really making this belt special. I also could have spoke too soon when I said Omega and Page would be match of the night, because this is a strong contender for just that. However, even though this angle is definitely putting Allen as the underdog, I feel Cody will retain his title. It's something we've been waiting a long time for. AEW Tag Team Championships are on the line as FTR, the champions, versus the Young Bucks. If the Bucks lose, they will never challenge for the title again. Titles, I should say. To sound cliche for a moment, this match is years in the making. If you don't believe me, Google it. Do your research. But yes, years of social media jaw-jacking, years of fans wondering who could beat who, years of who sold more of what has finally come to this. And it's for the tag titles. The Bucks have added an extra caveat, however, that if they are not victorious, they will never challenge for the championships ever again. Which is why I feel they are going to actually win this match. While I wouldn't put it past them, I don't see them being in the same shoes as Cody when he made the same declaration for the world title. And finally, AEW World Championship, Jon Moxley, the champion, versus Eddie Kingston in an I Quit match. Thank God it's not in a cell. Anywho, even though these two have already had a championship match not too long ago, the promos have gotten, and I don't think it's just me, excited for this match. The added stipulation doesn't hurt this match either. We are going to get a all-out brawl. Maybe some technical work, but the way it's been built up, plus how brutal these two can get, we're in for one hell of a match. I have to give the win to Moxley, however, because he continues to prove every week to be a great champion for All Elite Wrestling. There you have it, folks. My predictions for the AEW Full Gear pay-per-view. Did you agree or disagree with my assessment? Let me have it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, check out the Squared Circle Rants Facebook page for random wrestling posts and opinions. We also have a podcast that you can find on most platforms where every week we bring you our 5x5 top things to bitch about and give praise to in professional wrestling. I'm Mr. Awesome RC Gade. Have a great night, guys.